Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Joe Yoon, aka Joe Therapy, and in today's video, just gonna run through a quick little upper body foam roll routine that you can do when you're at home or you're at the gym just to warm up before your workout. So if you're into that, stay tuned. All right, so let's get into the foam rolling of the upper body. I like to do this once in a while before my workouts just to loosen up, get the spine going. Mostly the spine, that's probably the more important thing about this one. And then I'll also hit some of the other body parts like shoulders, pecs, and then also getting into the arms a little bit. So I'll show you the way I like to use the foam roller, and then you can use some of those tips for before you work out. So let's start off with the back. The back is probably the one that I'm concentrating on the most. The spine, so central in your body. It needs to be very mobile, and if you can get that mobile, everything else will feel better. So let's start off with the back. And I like to just start going up and down the back, just some basic rolling, and just to get warmed up. I like to place my hands here and then elbows close together to spread the scapulas, the shoulder blades away from the back so you can get in between the shoulder blades and get into the muscle, just like this. And I'll just go up and down, just on the center part of the back. And I'll do this maybe 5 times, 3, 4, 5 times. And then I'll turn to one side, maybe about 30, 45 degrees, to just concentrate on more of one side. And this is great to get into right in between the shoulder blades where a lot of people have those knots. I'll just do 3 rounds. And then you'll do the other side. So we'll do 3 on the other side. Like this. Get 1. If you go low enough, you can get into that low back. Get 2. 3. And then after that, whoa, where'd you go? And after that, we are going to arch over the foam roller. So T-spine extension, very important. So I like to start, let's start a little bit higher because it's a little bit easier and we can progress through the movement. So here, I've talked about this before, chin tucked, abs tight about 20%, not too tight. And then from here, just arching over. Just gentle arches to get the spine moving in the opposite direction. Oh, that feels so good. And now I'm just going to roll down the back a little bit. Think about rolling down like one vertebrae at a time, one spine at a time. And then doing that same thing. And this feels great. Open up the chest here. Also just extending the back. And then roll down again. And then we can roll down a couple more times, but you get the point. Just arching over the foam roller, working that whole spine. Now, let's get into the lats. So we're going to lay on our side and on our back. We actually hit our lats too because our lats actually go all the way down into our low back. But if you want to get into the lat where, if you see bodybuilders, they got the wings right here, we want to hit this spot. So if you're doing a lot of pull-ups, a lot of back exercises, great. So lay on your side. Put the foam roller right on the side, almost like in your armpit area. Arm comes up, palm up, and then we just start rolling. Come all the way up into the armpit and then all the way down. Woo! Again, rolling up and down, maybe a few times. And then you can turn to the back a little bit, start getting into the shoulder blades and into the rotator cuff, just like that. And we have our palm face up because our shoulders or our lats are actually, if they're tight, they can actually roll us forward. So we want to open up and put that on stretch. Whew. If you find a spot, just hang out there. Feels great. You'll do the other side. I won't bore you. So we'll just stick with this. And after you do the lats, let's turn over and do the pecs. In the front of the shoulder too. A little bit awkward when you're using a foam roller. Probably using a tennis ball up against a wall or lacrosse ball would be good. But I'll show you what I can do with a foam roller. So you're face down, put the foam roller to the side, and then bring the elbow about 45 degrees. And then you're just going to roll back and forth. It's a little bit harder to get into the pecs, but you do get a great foam roll on the front part of the shoulder, the front delt. So you can just hang out there, and that feels pretty solid too. And that hits the majority of the upper body. You can get into the arms too, so I'm gonna show you triceps up against the wall. So let's go up against this wall over here. Put the foam roller right in. Place the arm right to your side, and then you can just lean right in. So from here, push the tricep into the wall, into the foam roller, roll up and down. This feels actually really great. And then you can also do some press and stretch where you're pushing into the foam roller and doing some bicep curls, and that feels great too. So if you're doing a lot of pushing exercises like bench press and dumbbell presses, then this is going to be great. And that's a quick little routine for the upper body foam roll. I like to concentrate a little bit more on the back stuff first because I think that's a little bit more important to start off with, and then going into the pecs and some of our other limbs like our arms. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and if you like this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Comment down below, let me know what you want to see in the future. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time.